For this part, I will talk about the research background. Our topic is young mental health in Malaysia. This problem is called in high important because many young people do not show the real feeling. They may look happy, but the inside may feel stressed, worried, and lonely. The data show that the 26.9% of the high the separate of the disabled the patient sentence. Also 3.1% report the suicide. There are many results for this problem. Now let's look at the problem. The main problem is that many young people do not show the real feeling. They may look fine. They may simmer. They may go to the class and talk with friends, but actually they may feeling very stressed, sad. The other problem is young people have many pressure today. For example, study, money, friendly, and social media and future jobs. One of the stress comes together. It can be very hard for them, but many young people do not ask for help. They may think, what if people judge me? Where should I go for help? Some also worry about money. So the big problem is many young people need help, but do not get the help.
Okay, for this page, I will talk about the concept of youth mental healthy. First, mental healthy is an important part of overall being, especially during your youth age. What is mental healthy? Not just the emphasis of mental illness, manage emotion and handle stress, build a healthy relationship, study or work productive, participate meaningfully in society. Youth in Malaysia facing stressors from education, family, and digital life, developing elephant confidence and decision making, and supporting your mental well-being. Factors that affect youth: academic pressure, high expectations, and study stress; financial worries, worry about money and future issues; social media and family perspectives, and building better well-being. You need to relations, help you adapt, recover, and keep going. Mental health literacy under 6 points: reduce stigma and seek help early, and early support and a safe environment make a big difference.
For these slides, we have 4 research questions. First, what the mental health problem do young people face? Second, why do the problems happen? Third, what does stop young people from asking for help? The next one, what can we do to help? The 4 questions are important because they help us understand the issue step. So first, we need to know the preference. Next, we need to know the preference. After that, we looked at the price. Finally, we can find a better solution. So this study is not only about the healthy preference. It's also about how we can support the young people better. This is
I would like to talk about the factor which is academic pressure. Academic pressure is one of the main causes of mental health problems among young people in Malaysia. Today, many students face high expectations from their parents, teachers, and even themselves. They want to get good grades, enter a good university, and find a good job in the future. Besides that, students have many responsibilities. They needed to complete assignments, prepare for presentations, study for quizzes and final exams, and sometimes join club activities at the same time. Because of this, many students feel tired and stressed every day. Some students are also afraid of failing their exams. They worry that they may disappoint their parents or lose opportunities for scholarships and future careers. This pressure can make them feel anxious and unhappy. This situation can be explained by stress theory developed by Lazarus and Folkman. The theory says that stress happens when people think the challenges they face are greater than their ability to handle them. In other words, when students feel that they cannot manage their studies, they become stressed. If academic pressure continues for a long time, it may lead to anxiety, depression, sleep problems, and burnout. Students may lose interest in studying, become less confident, and even avoid social activities. Therefore, academic pressure is an important factor that affects the mental health and well-being of Malaysian youth. Next, I would like to talk about the factor which is social media pressure and cyberbullying. Nowadays, social media has become an important part of young people's daily lives. Many students spend several hours every day using platforms such as TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X. Although social media helps people communicate and share information, it can also create mental pressure. Many young people compare themselves with influencers, celebrities, or even their friends. They see pictures of expensive lifestyles, perfect bodies, and successful achievements. After comparing themselves with others, they may feel that they are not good enough. This situation can be explained by social comparison theory introduced by Vesker. The theory says that people naturally compare themselves with others. However, too much comparison on social media can reduce self-confidence and make people feel unhappy. Another serious problem is sibling misusing the interest or social media to hurt, threaten, or embarrass other people. Some young people receive negative comments, are laughed at online, or become victims of online harassment. Sibling can cause fear, sadness, loneliness, and emotional stress. In serious cases, it may even lead to depression or self-harm. Therefore, young people should learn to use social media wisely, avoid comparing themselves with others, and speak kindly online. Parents, schools, and the government should also work together to create a safer online environment and provide support for young people who need help.
First, there are the exam faculty, family expectations, and communication pressure. In many Malaysian households, youth carries a heavy burden of intense parental expectations regarding academic excellence and the future career success. There is also a strong social pressure to achieve financial independence as early as possible. This stress is further intensified by constant comparisons, whether with siblings, relatives, or peers, which frequently foster a toxic sense. Tragically, due to a profound lack of open communication with families, many young people feel unsafe expressing their psychological distress, fear they will disappoint their loved ones. To understand this, we can look at the family system theory. This theory posits that a family is an interconnected emotional unit. Therefore, the anxieties, unfulfilled dreams, and the system pressures of the parents are directly absorbed by the youth, disrupting their emotional equilibrium and triggering severe anxiety and stress. Next is factor E, financial pressure and cost of living. For modern youth, financial strain is an unavoidable daily reality. The cost of tuition fees, students' loans, accommodation, food, and transportation creates an overwhelming economic burden. It's further worsened by job market instability and low starting wages that simply cannot keep pace with the cost of living in urban areas. Applying Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we know that basic psychological and safety needs, such as financial stability, food, and shelter, must be secure needs before an individual can pursue a high-level psychological growth of self. When the foundation is constantly treated by financial hardship, you are trapped in a stage of survival anxiety, which threatens their mental well-being. Factor F, mental health stigma, which acts as a massive barrier to seeking help. This stigma operates on three devastating levels: public stigma, self-stigma, and anticipated stigma. Society offers mistreat mental struggles as a sign of spiritual or emotional weakness, and terms like crazy or the local phrase gila are still commonly thrown around. As a result, youth internalize these negative perceptions. They worry excessively that admitting their struggles will damage their academic standing, future employment opportunities, or personal relationships. According to the health belief model, an individual's decision to make health-related actions depends heavily on their perceived barriers. In this context, the social and professional consequence stigma completely outweighs the perceived benefits of seeking help, forcing many vulnerable youths to suffer in silence. Finally, we have factor G, lack of access to counseling service. Even when youth overcome stigma and recognize needing help, structural barriers often block their path. High counseling fees and geographic distance, highlighting a serious urban-rural gap, limited available resource. Furthermore, long waiting time and a critical shortage of professional counselors leave many without timely support. Deep concerns regarding privacy and confidentiality, combined with the general confusion about appointments and referral procedures, creates a highly discouraged environment. To conclude chapter, it is vital to recognize that these factors are deeply interconnected and may happen at the same time. A youth facing several financial distress is highly likely to experience communication pressure at home, internalize social stigma, and found themselves struggling unable to access affordable counseling service. These overlapping waves of pressure culminate, creating a perfect storm of mental health crises among our youth.
The first mental health issue directly crush a young person's daily life and studies. On a personal level, it brings deep anxious depression and emotion exhaustion. Young Youth withdrawal socially suffer from poor sleep and in worst case scenarios face a high risk of self-harm and suicidal thoughts. In on academics, this internal struggle immediately show up at school. Students lose concentration and motivation, skip classes, and miss deadlines. Inevitably, grade plummet, which can lead to dropout. For family, it causes communication breakdown and constant conflicts, putting the whole family under huge emotional stress alongside heavy therapy costs. For society and school, teachers and school counselors are completely overwhelmed. You stop participating to school activities and face harsh social treatment. For the economic, in the long run, this issue follows them into adulthood, lead to workplace absenteeism and low productivity. It hurts their future income and causes a massive loss in national human capital.
Next, I will present the proposed solution for our topic, behind the smile, mental health problem among youths in Malaysia. To address this issue, our group proposed a creative intervention program called the Smile Young's Mental Health Program. The word smile represents support, mindfulness, intervention, literacy, and empowerment. The main purpose of this program is to improve mental health and well-being among youths in Malaysia, so earlier support, awareness, and easier access to help. For this slide, I will explain the product design and value of the Smile Young's mental health program. The program brand is called Smile Young's Mental Health, and the tagline is supporting minds, inspiring hope, empowering our youths. This tagline reflects the purpose of the program, which is to support young people emotionally, give them hope during difficult times, and empower them to seek help when they need it. Smile is designed as a complete mental health support system, not just a one-time campaign. It includes 4 main product components. The first component is a Smile intervention framework. This provides a clear structure for schools and universities to identify mental health problems early, provide basic support, and refer several cases to professional counselors. The second component is a Smile digital well-being platform. This platform can include QR code access, self-assessment tools, mental health resources, counseling appointment links, and crisis referral information. It helps make support more accessible, especially for students who may feel shy to ask for help directly. The third component is a Smile educational toolkit. This toolkit includes posters, infographics, activity guides, mental health literacy materials, and family communication resources. It helps students, parents, teachers, and communities understand mental health in a simple and practical way. The first component is a Smile professional training and certification program. This trains ambassadors, teachers, young workers, and volunteers to recognize warning signs, provide basic emotional support, and guide youngs to the right service. The unique value of Smile is that it combines early intervention, police support, digital accessibility, family and community involvement, and sustainable use of existing resources.
Okay, hello everyone. Let's look at this slide. This slide introduces the Smile Yours Mental Healthy program. First, let's look at the background. Many young people in Malaysia face mental health problems because of study pressure, social media, and financial stress. Our goal is to help young people before their problem become more serious. The small program has three main objectives. The first is early identification, which means finding students who need help as early as possible. The second is integrated support, where schools, families, and professionals work together. The third is releasing building, helping young people manage stress and become stronger. SMILE also stands for five important ideas: support, mindfulness, intervention, rhetoric, and empowerment. These ideas encourage young people to care of their mental health, ask for help, and support others. Together, this programming creates a healthy and safer environment for Malaysia's young people. Now, I will explain how the Smile programming will be implemented. The first strategy is peer support ambassadors. We will train students volunteers to listen, support their classmates, and encourage them to ask for help when needed. The second strategy is integrated support corners. These are special spaces in schools and communities where young people can receive consulting, mental health advice, and other support in one place. The third strategy is the digital well-being hub. This is an online platform from where students can take mental health self-checks, book consuming service, and get help privately at any time. By combining these three strategies, the SMILE program can provide better support, reduce stress, and improve the mental health for young people in Malaysia.
Next, I will talk about our fourth strategy is behind the SMILE mental health awareness and anti-stigma campaigns. This strategy addresses an important problem. Many young people experience emotional distress but handle it because they are afraid of judgment or discrimination. Therefore, the campaign aims to reduce mental health stigma and create a safer environment where youngs can express their real emotions. Activities such as mental health work, poster, infographics, social media campaigns, story sharing sessions, and behind the SMILE digital challenges can use to make mental health information more visible and relatable. Cyberbullying, awareness, and anti-stigma education also help young people understand that emotional difficulties are real healthy concerns, and seeking help is not a sign of weakness. Next, I will talk about our last strategy is the family and community mental health workshop. This strategy is important because families and community are usually the first to notice changes in the young person's behavior. However, they may not know how to respond appropriately. The workshop teaches parents and caregivers to recognize the early warning signs, practice active listening, communication possibly, and encourage professional help without blaming or judging the young person. Through role-play, peer discussion, referral information, and guidance from NGO and healthcare professionals, participants can practice how to respond to real mental health situations. Overall, this strategy can reduce stigma, support early identification of emotional distress, improve student participation, and strengthen family communication. SMILE can also be adopted from different institution as a complete system or separate models. The basic, standard, or primary packages, together with the training model, allow the programming to remain flexible, sustainable, and earlier to expand. Let's move on. Conclusion. Young's mental health is influenced by many constant pressure, including academic demands, family expectation, financial stress, social media, stigma, and limited access to support. These problems do not affect a young person alone. They can also influence family relationships, education, work performance, and national development. The SMILE framework supports through peer support, digital surveillance, anonymous education, family involvement, and professional referral. Its main focus is early intervention and shared responsibility. Because young mental health requires support from digitally families, institutions, communities, and professionals. Ultimately, behind the SMILE reminds us that young person may appear frail while strongly inside. SMILE helps them to be seen, supported earlier. That's all about our group presentation. Thanks for listening.